1. Lagopi! "13 Teslas, 1 mission. Delicious breakfast in Johor." Today, we're going to go on a Tesla convoy on a road trip from Singapore to Malaysia. We'll cross international borders to Johor and also the states of Malacca. Along the way, I'll speak to Tesla owners to hear their experience on driving in and using the EV charging network in Malaysia. Click subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla.
This belly.
I'm here at Goon's car in today's Tesla convoy. You've seen him in the channel before. You can see we had a rainy morning, a couple of Teslas ahead of us passing immigration, and Goon noticed something interesting in his years of driving his EV. During rain, our efficiency actually goes down. Goon, can you tell us more?
Hi, morning. Yep, so when I was driving the Kona EV last year, I noticed that whenever it rains, the efficiency of the vehicle would go down. As in, it will consume more electricity per km traveled. And I thought it was a one-off thing until I realized that every time it rains, it happened. And so when I got the Tesla, it appeared too. So I noticed it. So that's why I'm sharing with Daren that my efficiency is 143 for this current trip, and my overall is 136. And we have been on the highway since we left like 30 minutes ago, and my highway efficiency usually tops 125, but it's 143 now.
You can see a Tesla behind us in the cameras as well. So we're reaching the Singapore immigration. Time to get our passports ready. You see the line of vehicles behind us, it's crazy. We waited almost 1 hour here.
Empire ring.
My friend rented a video.
Your ring to just take out lah. That's ugly.
We just crossed the Singapore immigration, now going to the Malaysia immigration. So one more hurdle to go before we can fully continue on our road trip. We're now in Malaysia, so Tesla Sims actually don't have roaming connection in Malaysia. But then, Goon Wai has an ability to navigate. Can you share with us how do you actually still navigate in Malaysia with a map?
Oh, I preset the destination when I had connectivity back in Singapore, so that when I cross the borders and it becomes no connectivity,
Yeah.
the navigation sticks. But what's best about this is even if I reboot the screen or the screen reboots itself, it will come back to this screen with the navigation still on.
Wow. So, and if we exit the car, let's say for a toilet break, we come back, you'll still be there?
Yes,
It's pretty amazing.
it is.
So that's a tip. If you're traveling from Singapore to Malaysia, just preset your navigation wherever you're going to. Penang, Bangkok, Malacca, KL, and the navigation will still be on the screen. It's kind of like offline maps, so I think it just pre-downloads while you still have the 4G connection in Singapore. We're now on a Malaysian freeway, making our way to the dim sum restaurant. Much clearer roads right now, so it's a delightful driving experience. That's why many Singaporean drivers are here in Malaysia. It's still drizzling, so still a bit of rain. Otherwise, a good day for a drive. So you can see in navigation in Malaysia that the roads aren't named. So if you need to make a turn or exit, you've got to really pay attention. All roads are named in Malaysia right now. And if you're driving a Tesla in Thailand, it totally doesn't work. Navigation does not yet work. So it's 8:45 AM. We just reached our dim sum restaurant, which is restaurant Meng Xiang, over there on the left. And we're now at 70% state of charge. And you look at navigation, We're going to turn off the car, so when we come back, we'll see whether navigation is still there. Because our next stop is going to bring us down to 16% state of charge at Caltex Ayer, Keroh. So it's our first time trying, right? Good.
Yes.
So let's see how this goes. Hopefully navigation stays on there. Okay, time for breakfast.
Let's go.
So check out all these Teslas behind us. We have 13 Teslas here, and you may have noticed that one of them is not a Tesla. One of them, down here, the white vehicle, that's a Polestar. So it's got a Polestar 2 here. They've just started selling Polestars in Singapore. I believe there's almost 30 to 50 Polestars in the country right now. So I'd love to actually meet the owner one day and find out what's the experience riding a Polestar 2. And this is our breakfast restaurant, Restaurant Meng Siang here in Johor. Good dim sum. Very, very hungry. We're here at a dim sum restaurant, and we'll have this gentleman just tell us what is all of this.
This is 辣椒鱼 is 鱼肉. This is 椒菜鸡. Then this is 茄子. This is 我们招牌啦烧麦
燒賣。
呀，这是五香哦，里面是酸甜。OK， 这是 cheese 的虾，这是里面是岛鸡的虾，然后这是鱼肉然后这个里面是 salad 的啦。
好，谢谢。We just had a delicious dim sum here in Johor, and now I'm here at GM, who is one of the co-organizers of today's Tesla Convoy. He's played a big part, he's been in many convoys as well. GM, what should the audience know about you?
Hi, yeah, I drove a Tesla and frequently I go to Malaysia for road trips.
How many trips have you made already so far?
Till date, on a Tesla, about a dozen plus minus. Then with my Honda Electric, that's over like 30-40 tons minimum
So
over
that's
these 3 years.
A lot of trips.
Yeah. that's a
So
lot of trips.
we're surrounded by a convoy of about 13 Teslas today, and many people from Singapore, they do want to drive to Malaysia. What tips do you have on actually organizing a convoy or coming down here?
Always have a full charge first, plan your route properly, and of course, in an EV you cannot speed. Yeah, you must drive within 90 to 100 or 110 kilometers per hour. Then of course along the way, even to Kuala Lumpur, we have fast charger now.
Yes.
So of course, with Shell and with Jom Charge, definitely they are good working partners.
And what's the best way to find EV chargers? Because we understand that on the Tesla touchscreen, it wouldn't show the Malaysian EV chargers yet.
So we normally use PlugShare and we use a better road planner.
So PlugShare is an app, Better Road Planner is an app as
App
well?
also.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
So download those two apps, it'll help
Yeah.
you.
Good.
There are also group chats that actually help people organize Malaysia road trips.
Yeah, we have a Telegram chat. Daren can put in the link below.
We just got back into our car. Goon, moment of truth. Do we still have our navigation set?
Yep. 16%. Still 16%. And Ayer Keroh.
So net, it works.
Yep.
Just preset your destination in Singapore, or you could actually use your phone to tether the Wi-Fi. Alright, let's head off to our next destination. We are now on a 2-hour drive to Malacca. You can see from the front touchscreen, it's 203 meters and 1 hour 54 minutes. So it's a relatively straight path on the freeway. We've got autopilot on, so very thankful for that. So we're approaching a toll road using the RFID. So if you're a Singaporean driver, you could actually try to get the RFID. Goon, how hard is it for someone from Singapore to get it?
Depends on your luck, because early on it was abundant. Now it is pretty much sold out everywhere. I only managed to find a couple at Shell stations, Caltex and Petronas, out of stock. Just try your luck at the petrol kiosk.
Try your luck. If you don't get it, you can always still use a normal touch and go card. So in this second leg of the journey, there will be a lot less Teslas. Most of them are heading back to Singapore. The rest of us, it is almost a full day trip to go to Malacca, spend a few hours there and come back. So by the time this trip ends, it'll be closer to evening, nighttime. We're halfway through our Malacca trip, another 100 kilometers to go. And we're here in the Shell station. You may be wondering, what are we doing in an oil and gas station? But we just need a short bio stop and let's talk to Goon about the EV charging infrastructure in Malaysia. We're right now roughly at about 34% state of charge, so nearing low levels. There are 600 public EV chargers in Malaysia. The government wants to build 10,000 by 2025. Goon, how do you find the EV charging experience here so far?
Malaysia, it has been encouraging because I have not been stranded once driving Malaysia. Not that I have been stranded in Singapore, but people expect that Malaysia will be slower to adopt the electric infrastructure. But my journey into Malaysia, I've been here a couple of times, has been really good. We have fast chargers. I purely use fast chargers for my trip into Malaysia. I do not think I depended on AC charging, even though I bring along my Type 2 cable. And there are certain places where you can charge for free actually. Yeah, thanks to some generous owners and datuk here in Malaysia. Thank you so much. I'll gladly pay if you continue to provide us with electricity.
Unlike driving an ICE car, when you drive an EV to Malaysia, many owners say you need to plan, right? You can't just bring your car and just go down.
That's true. That's very true. For now, I believe. Sooner or later, give it half a decade, it'll be as common as normal petrol pumps. You can charge at petrol kiosks. That is the game plan, I believe. This is the future. There's no denying it anymore.
Shell, companies like this are also embracing the future. They are building EV chargers. Good. What do we have here?
What we have here is the very first high-powered DC charger northbound towards Malacca and KL from Singapore.
So the first high-powered northbound EV charger. I'm going to dismount the camera. I'll be behind the camera as Goon just gives us a visual tour of what it's like here at Shell Pagoh.
The first northbound.
Where is this charger?
It's right beside the gas pump over here.
Let's take a look.
We have a Shell high-powered charger, 180 kilowatt rated with 2 charging lots. So Shell Recharge currently works with Park Easy to reserve and utilize these slots in order to use the charger.
If we get a closer look, what EVs are these compatible with? Can any
Currently on the
charger
market,
use it?
yes, most of the electric vehicles sold in Singapore and Malaysia, they have the combo charging port, which is CCS, which is DC fast charge and a Type 2. So, except for the older BYD and Nissan Leaf, I believe all electric vehicles currently sold will be compatible.
So as you all can see, these are CCS chargers. They're not yet operational. But as you dismount them, these are pretty heavy. These are heavier than the Tesla ones. So when they work one day, 180 kilowatts. Tesla superchargers in Singapore are 250 kilowatts. So if you are at 20% to go to 80%, roughly how long would that take here?
Rough estimate 20 minutes or less than that.
20 minutes.
That will depend on your state of charge as well.
So it depends on the state of charge.
Yes.
If you're charging at a low state of charge, 20 to 40%, it's going to be quite quick. If you're at 80%, of course, you'll be slower. The charging curve goes down as you reach full battery. Thank you so much for showing this to us. So many of you will be wondering, when is this ready? None of us know. If you have any tips on when this new, the first northbound fast charger is ready, please let us know. Many EV drivers will be very excited to be here. So in this station, there are 2 bays, one on the left, one on the right. So 2 cars can charge them side by side. We're here at Caltex at 50 kilowatt EV chargers. Of course, there's only one lot here. See one Tesla charging over here. There's one more in queue here and our cars over here. So it's going to be a really long wait because it takes about an hour to charge a Tesla up to 80% state of charge if we are out 20-30% right now. So rather than waiting another hour and a half, we're going to go to the southbound side to charge our Tesla. See you on the other side. We just made a detour to just go down to the southbound side, the highway. Rather than waiting for 2 more Teslas to charge, we're here at the Caltex, which would have another 50 kilowatt EV charger. So we'll spend an hour here, take a short break, and explore. We're actually in Malacca right now.
Krishna.
Good news, the charger is available. We don't have to wait for anyone. We are at 9% state of charge, so the charge is very appreciated. How do we use this EV charger?
Right. So once you're in the lot, you open up your Jom Charge app. This one. Make sure it's open and then plug in the charging gun. And then select where we are. So we are at Keroh, southbound. Charger available. Start charging. It's a CCS. Oh yeah, they have 3 charging guns. Select the correct one, and we should be able to see the charging status. It's preparing to charge. Usually takes about 30 seconds for the communication to be completed. And we're good.
And is there a way to monitor the progress state of charge from Tesla app or any other way?
Yes, we do. However, that will require a cell connection to the car, which there's no roaming. So you have to put a dongle, a hotspot, a Wi-Fi in the car in order to have that function, which I'm not going to because we just plan for 1 hour charge.
Can you tell us more about these 2 other charge ports? When do we use them?
This typically we do not use during highway driving because this is a Type 2 AC. Max power that the car can take, this car can take is 11 kilowatt. When the battery size is 50 kilowatt hour, that's like 4.5 hours. Unless you're going somewhere else, you won't use it. So we'll use DC charging. These 2 are DC chargers. This is CCS, which is what the Tesla has. It generally can draw about 43 kilowatts from this charger, although it's rated at 50. So at a 50 kilowatt battery pack, it will take roughly 1 hour for it to be complete. And this is the ChargeMO connector, which typically we do not see in Singapore and Malaysia. The old Nissan Leaf will use this, and I think the Lexus UX series EV will use this. We don't usually see this in Singapore.
It's very insightful. Never seen the ChargeMO connector in Singapore at all. The AC one, yes, that's for slow charging. Now it's got a 1 hour break. So that's the end of the first part of our road trip. As you can see above us, the fuel price right now is 4 ringgit 70 cents. It's insane. Gas prices are about 2 to 3 times higher across the world. It's a perfect time to drive an EV. So if you found this part of the road trip insightful, fun, please click the like button. Hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. Take care and see you in the next video.